Are those of two people living outside in Sacramento County. 40-year-old Rebecca Rhodes was killed on North 5th Street on Saturday. 61-year-old Stephen Sorensen died on Roseville Road in North Highlands Sunday. Both killed when trees fell on the tents they were camping in during the worst of this recent weather. The folks at Loaves and Fishes are unfortunately always under siege, trying to help those without shelter under normal circumstances. And then came these storms. I'm live now with the executive director of Loaves and Fishes, Angela Hassel. Angela, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Definitely want to tell everybody you're there, working and trying to help folks right now, and you don't have power there in your office, so we appreciate you giving us a few minutes under these circumstances. Just to start off, the latest homeless count for Sacramento County done last year shows a huge increase in homelessness in the county, numbers surging to more than 9,000 people. So I would guess there was more pressure on all of your systems leading up to this very stormy period, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, with knowing that these weather systems were coming through, we did our best to kind of help folks prepare, make sure they had adequate tents, tarps, things to stay warm. We give out a lot of things like hand warmers and foot warmers that folks can kind of just put inside their gloves and their shoes so that at least maybe there's a little bit of warmth out there for some of this cold and wet weather that's still coming through.
Yes,
So
still coming. We've
yeah.
all heard the forecast and then experienced what these back-to-back storms have had to offer. How has demand changed for you? Did you have an influx of people coming to look for services that maybe weren't on your radar to begin with?
The weekend we saw a lot of folks over the weekend when maybe some other places are not open. We typically over the weekend serve somewhere between 200 to 300 folks at our noon meal. And we definitely saw upwards of 300 people over the weekend coming through for that meal and for things like ponchos and tarps and all of that. So this week has been a bit rocky with power outages on campus, and our dining room has been able to stay open, thankfully, and we're just trying to make it work and get folks the supplies that they need every day. Just because we gave somebody a tent or a blanket yesterday doesn't mean that that's still intact today with the storm that happened last night. So we're doing the best we can to get folks what they need right now.
Oh, such a big job. The city of Sacramento has multiple sites open now welcoming the homeless during this very challenging time. And the city and Sacramento County have this new agreement through Measure O to better serve our unhoused neighbors. Have you had clients tell you that they've been approached by the new teams trying to connect folks to services? Is this new approach being felt out there and starting to drain off some of the pressure on organizations like yours?
I think some of the folks that are using those respite centers, the wonderful thing about those respite centers right now is that they are open 24/7, which means folks don't have to leave during the day. Once they go in, they can stay and they'll be able to stay at some of them through Thursday, I believe. They're all slightly different. So we're not seeing as many of the folks that are utilizing those services because I think a lot of them are staying where they are. They're trying to hunker down and stay put.
Okay. Now, you talked about tarps and tents and all that kind of stuff. Do you need donations of those kinds of things right now, or what needs do people need to help you fill?
We absolutely need things like tents and tarps and sleeping bags, blankets, a lot of the things and ropes, things that people can kind of rig up to keep themselves and their possessions dry. Things like shoes. When folks come in with water soaked shoes, we try to be able to give them something to keep them dry for the next night. So things like that will help folks just kind of get through one night at a time are absolutely what we most need right now.
Okay, we know that the long-term solution is permanent, affordable housing for the people who need it. But what else do you think we need to do as a community in this moment to make sure that people live, that people survive the conditions like what we've been up against?
I think there is a lot of room for empathy and compassion for these folks. They are terrified. A lot of the folks that we see, their homes, their tents, their places, their communities where they feel safe are getting ravaged every night, every day. And I think sometimes it just having the compassion and being willing to support creative solutions around these things are how we're going to get through as a community. And just remembering that these folks are people and that they're just doing their best to live their lives just like the rest of us.
And I think we can't also underestimate the emotional psychological toll that being outside in some of this kind of weather is taking, on some people. They know that 2 people very much like them have unfortunately died because of trees falling on tents, even though that's some protection if you're living outside. It's not, a firm, sturdy structure. And people are scared inside listening to the lightning and the thunder roll through and what that sounds like in these crazy winds. So we know that's taking a toll as well. And I know you're helping folks with that. Thank you so much. They need the tents, they need the tarps, they need socks, they need shoes. So if you're able to donate, Loaves and Fishes will definitely get those resources to someone in need. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.